Good morning, wrestling fans. Today is Thursday, April 11th, 2024. Lance Brock here on a wet Thursday morning, walking to work, ready to talk some pro wrestling with everyone. Hope everyone is having a great Thursday wherever you are in the world. New episode of 360 Wrestling Fanatic Last Night is now available on Spreaker and wherever else you get your podcasts, talking all about AEW Dynamite from last night, which was a pretty wild episode. Had some good wrestling, had some good storytelling, and of course, what people might be talking about the most out of last night's episode of Dynamite was it's been talked about since Saturday night on Collision when we found out about it. But last night on Dynamite, we finally saw the security camera footage from All In London of the backstage incident in the gorilla position involving CM Punk, who was not mentioned by name on Dynamite last night, and Jack Perry, who was. And I'm sure a lot of people have a lot of different opinions about the footage, about what has been said since then. Last week, CM Punk, Phil Brooks, whichever you want to call him, did an interview with the MMA Hour with Ariel Helwani, and he gave pretty much his side of the story. And honestly, I don't know what to think. Yes, it does look like he's the one who pushed Jack Perry first. We saw Jerry Lynn back there, Chris Hero, Hook, Samoa Joe, and then we saw the tables with the monitors where I'm guessing Tony Khan was on the other side of that table, even though you couldn't actually see him on the video. At the time when it first happened, they said a couple of the monitors or something apparently fell on Tony Khan. And then you see Punk also get kind of like a choke, like he said. He said I could be saying this wrong, but he said he didn't punch someone. He slightly choked him or something like that. But who knows what's going to happen next. I heard Conrad Thompson say on Jeff Jarrett's My World podcast that this could possibly be used as a way to bring back Jack Perry, the scapegoat in this situation, who, of course, most recently has been competing for New Japan Pro Wrestling and will be competing this Friday night at Windy City Riot. But Jack Perry has not been seen in AEW since All In London. But I do remember seeing a little while back where apparently he wasn't suspended anymore. But then he, of course, did the angle in New Japan Pro Wrestling at Battle in the Valley, I believe it was, where he showed up and ripped up his AEW contract. It will definitely be interesting to see what is next for Jack Perry and CM Punk also, as of right now, unless I've just missed it, but I have not heard any response from Phil Brooks on the situation. So that's that. In the comment section, let me know your thoughts on this whole security camera thing involving CM Punk, Jack Perry, the Young Bucks, Tony Khan, everybody else involved. But also last night on Dynamite, Samoa Joe and Dustin Rhodes, AEW World Championship title eliminator, was going to kick off Dynamite last night, or at least we thought it was. But Samoa Joe, during his entrance, was attacked by the number one contender for the world title, Swerve Strickland, and then speared through a table. So the match did not take place then, but instead was the main event of Dynamite last night, where Samoa Joe defeated Dustin Rhodes. And then after the match, we once again see Swerve Strickland with the chain. And when Dynamite went off the air, Swerve was in the ring and Prince Nana was holding the AEW World Championship. And those two will face off for that World Championship 1 week from this Sunday at the AEW Dynasty pay-per-view. As of right now, I'm still going with my prediction of Swerve Strickland becoming the new AEW World Champion. That's all for this Thursday morning episode of 360 Good Morning Wrestling fans. Thank you everyone for tuning in. Remember, in the comment section, you can go there right now and leave your thoughts and your opinions and your ratings on last night's AEW Dynamite. And I know it's still a little over a week away, but you can give your predictions for AEW Dynasty, the matches that we know so far. Or if you just want to talk anything pro wrestling, you can right there in the comment section, either right here on Spreaker, YouTube, or wherever you listen to 360 Wrestling Podcasts at tonight, our Thursday night pro wrestling lineup: TNA Impact on Access TV, followed by New Japan Pro Wrestling, and also Ring of Honor on Honor Club. So once again, thank you everyone for listening. I appreciate everyone joining me this morning, and I'll be back tomorrow morning for the Friday episode of Good Morning Wrestling fans. So hope everyone can join me tomorrow as well. And until then, have a great pro wrestling day.